Hi Scorpio, welcome to your general tarot tune-in. If you're new here, this is Tarot with Netta. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Scorpio. Starting off your reading, we've got the Devil in reverse. Wow. You might be dealing with releasing some toxic energy. Okay, let's go into your challenge position, what's coming towards you and your advice. And to be honest, I started your reading in a previous video and it just wasn't sticking. The energy was kind of off, so it's making sense here with the Devil in reverse. So yeah, we're talking about like releasing toxic behaviors, releasing a toxic connection, some type of like addiction or like mental loop pattern, some type of anxiety that you're letting go of. Wow. Yeah, so in your challenge position, wow, dear Scorpio, you're going through something right now. You could be in a separation. There could be some type of betrayal, and you're really just trying to figure out if you need to reconcile, go back to this connection, or cut your losses. I feel like you know, you've got the Nine of Swords with the Ten of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of fear and anxiety that you are working through because there is a profound loss in a type of emotional connection that could have been like very, very fulfilling. Even having a family with someone, perhaps there was lies, deception, betrayal, being unfaithful. You do have Ten of Swords popping up again. And in your previous reading that I sat down to do, you know, Ten of Swords was your opening card. So it just wasn't sitting right though, because yeah, let's try to shift the perspective here. You are dealing with some anxiety in regards to a loss of a connection, but you have the Star showing up here. This is a major arcana, big energy, faded energy. This is signifying hope, the connection to the divine, praying, you know, having one foot on land and one foot on water, being like of two worlds, really being able to like transfer and transmutate between the esoteric and the mundane. So you're really just going back and forth between, do you want to reconcile? Do you want to give this person another chance, or do you want to move on? And then with the Devil here in reverse, there could have been a lot of like toxic patterns and behaviors in this connection. That's probably why you have the Ten of Cups in reverse. You know, on the outside, it might have looked like a fulfilling connection to others. You know, looking in, they might have been surprised when they heard that there was a separation. But deep down, you did have a lot of anxiety, and you're almost like praying. You were praying to, you know, your God, spirit, angels, guides to give you some kind of divine intervention. There was some truth that came to light that caused this current separation that you're in. And you're just trying to figure out like, okay, what is the best thing to do going forward? Do you forgive this person? Do you give them another chance? You know, it takes two to tango, you know, not to say that you weren't at fault for any like separation or disagreements, but I'm getting the sense that like it was you caught this person, and that's, you know, you caught this person in a lie, and that's what created so much like sadness, deception, almost like looking at the past, you know, the past like few months, few years of this relationship, and beginning to question everything. Like, if they lied about this, then did they lie about everything else? What's coming toward you? There will be a balancing of scales. You have Six of Pentacles in the center of your reading, but then, you know, you have Ten of Swords and Five of Wands. Just it's going to be really hard for you, my dear Scorpio, to forgive this person. You are a fixed energy. You do hold on to a lot. You're ruled by Pluto and Mars, especially with that Mars aspect. Very passionate, very very like strong-minded, strong-willed, and you're just going to keep revisiting this like betrayal, this feeling of conflict that has been stirred up in you, but you're being divinely guided to not fixate, you know, because that's just going to create like more drama in your life that you don't need. There will be some like gesture of retribution from this person. They might offer you like small gifts or apologies, but you're essentially just, you know, every time they reach out, every time they try to correct their wrongdoings, you just go back to the incident or the feelings that they stirred up in you. You know, you had like undying devotion and loyalty for them, and you see them in a different light now. Like you see them as somebody who has, yeah, essentially like betrayed your trust, really let you down, really disappointed you, you know, and you're not trying to like rub it in their face. You're just trying to stay true to yourself. You know, you are divinely guided. You are, like a master in your field, and you know, your career, like your connections, your relationships with people. Like you take things very seriously and to heart. You don't play around. So you're just almost like wondering like what is the universe trying to teach you by leading you to this person, by leading you to this experience, which was very like out of alignment. Like it threw you out of alignment. Okay, your advice. You've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups upright, and the Four of Wands. So there could be a lot of synchronicities happening at this time. There could have been like two feminine energies, two females that were involved. You know, there might have been some deception from a fire sign with the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, particularly Leo. You could be dealing with like a feminine, like that is very spicy, you know, fun and creative, but in the reverse here could be somebody who's like a little bit too attached to the material, attached to their ego. They really like attention. It could have been like a characteristic of this person that you're in separation with that just became a little bit unattractive to you. Like you were surprised that they were just so attached to, you know, perhaps your physical appearance or getting attention on social media. So all of those like more negative aspects of that Leo energy. But with the Queen of Cups upright with the Four of Wands, you know, this is like your energy. Like you're very deep, very in tune to your emotions, and you're looking for a partner that is on the same page as you. You're looking for somebody that like is your person. Like you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to worry like when you know, if they go out or you go out, like you don't get that sense of paranoia. This person, this deception, this betrayal has really, you know, triggered your like paranoia, your trust, your ability to have faith in a partner. So it's going to take some time to reconcile or repair this relationship. I feel like you're looking at them like from a completely different lens. So let's get one card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck just to get a little bit more clarity. Yeah, Scorpio, this is a really interesting, intense energy, but I feel like you really are trying to let go of like shaming or judging or, you know, kind of holding on to the negativity, but at the same time, you just can't help it. Like, I feel like you're in shock, you know? It's almost like you realize that it's just going to take time for the shock to wear off. So, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, if there is like a reconciliation where you are able to go forward with this person, you're going to see them from a different light, a different point of view. It potentially might deepen your connection. So you're going to let go of any perfectionism. You might have Virgo in your chart as well. You're going to begin to practice like unconditional love, loving somebody, you know, for who they are with all of their faults included. And if anybody is capable of that, Scorpio, it is you. You know, you do have that like ability to transmutate like some of the darkest energies and turn them into something beautiful. Yeah, so let's get one from the Animal Oracle deck. 17, Authenticity Wolf. Yeah, I feel like if there is like forgiveness, if there is a potential to go forward, the connection will become more authentic. This person might start revealing their more innermost fears to you, their reasons for behaving the way that they did. You're going to start seeing each other from a more like wider objective lens. The love will get deeper, okay? But there will be like a time period of repair, you know, like working on the forgiveness, and essentially working on the forgiveness to be able to like forgive yourself and not hold on to the anger or resentment. Okay, my dear Scorpio, I hope this resonated, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.